Please don't skip. Watch till the end. Support us. Share this video with family and friends. Please comment this video.
Scarlett Johansson. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Scarlett Ingrid Johansson, born November 22, 1984, is an American actress and singer. She was the world's highest-paid actress in 2018 and 2019, and has featured multiple times on the Forbes Celebrity 100 list. Her films have grossed over $14.3 billion worldwide, making Johansson the highest-grossing actress and ninth highest-grossing box office star of all time. She is the recipient of various accolades, including a Tony Award and a BAFTA Award, as well as nominations for 2 Academy Awards and 5 Golden Globe Awards. Johansson aspired to be an actress from a young age and first appeared on stage in an off-Broadway play as a child actor. She made her film debut in the fantasy comedy North, 1994, and gained early recognition for her roles in Manny and Low, 1996, The Horse Whisperer, 1998, and Ghost World, 2001. Johansson shifted to adult roles in 2003 with her performances in Lost in Translation, which won her a BAFTA Award for Best Actress. At age 19, she became one of the youngest winners of the award, and Girl with a Pearl Earring. She was nominated for Golden Globe Awards for these films, and for playing a troubled teenager in the drama A Love Song for Bobby Long, 2004, and a seductress in the psychological thriller Match Point, 2005. Other works during this period include The Prestige, 2006, and Vicky Cristina Barcelona, 2008, and the albums Anywhere I Lay My Head, 2008, and Break Up, 2009, both of which charted on the Billboard 200. Johansson debuted on Broadway in a 2010 revival of A View from the Bridge, which won her a Tony Award for Best Featured Actress, and began playing the role of Black Widow in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Iron Man 2, which won her critical acclaim. Johansson went on to star in the science fiction films Her, 2013, Under the Skin, 2013, Lucy, 2014, Ghost in the Shell, 2017, and comedy films Hail, Caesar, 2016, and Rough Night, 2017. She received critical acclaim and 2 Academy Award nominations for playing an actress going through a divorce in the drama Marriage Story, 2019, and a single mother in Nazi Germany in the satire Jojo Rabbit, 2019. As a public figure, Johansson is a prominent brand endorser and supports various charities. She has been cited as a Hollywood sex symbol by various media outlets. She has been married 3 times, to Canadian actor Ryan Reynolds from 2008 to 2011, French businessman Romain Doriac, with whom she has a daughter, from 2014 to 2017, and comedian Colin Jost since 2020. Early life and education. Scarlett Ingrid Johansson was born on November 22, 1984 in the Manhattan borough of New York City. Her father, Karsten Olaf Johansson, is an architect originally from Copenhagen, Denmark. Her paternal grandfather, Ejner Johansson, was an art historian, screenwriter, and film director, whose own father was Swedish. Her mother, Melanie Sloan, is a New Yorker who has worked as a producer. She comes from an Ashkenazi Jewish family from Poland and Russia, originally surnamed Schlamberg, and Johansson has described herself as Jewish. She has an older sister, Vanessa, also an actress, an older brother, Adrian, and a twin brother, Hunter. Johansson also has an older half-brother, Christian, from her father's first marriage. Johansson holds dual American and Danish citizenship. She discovered that her maternal great-grandfather's family died during the Holocaust in the Warsaw Ghetto on a 2017 episode of PBS's Finding Your Roots. Johansson attended PS 41, an elementary school in Greenwich Village, Manhattan. Her parents divorced when she was 13. Johansson was particularly close to her maternal grandmother, Dorothy Sloan, a bookkeeper and schoolteacher. They often spent time together, and Johansson considered Sloan her best friend. Interested in a career in the spotlight from an early age, she often put on song and dance routines for her family. She was particularly fond of musical theater and jazz hands. She took lessons in tap dance and states that her parents were supportive of her career choice. She describes her childhood as very ordinary. As a child, Johansson practiced acting by staring in the mirror until she made herself cry, wanting to be Judy Garland in Meet Me in St. Louis. At age 7, she was devastated when a talent agent signed one of her brothers instead of her, but she later decided to become an actress anyway. She enrolled at the Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute and began auditioning for commercials, but soon lost interest. I didn't want to promote Wonder Bread. She shifted her focus to film and theater, making her first stage appearance in the off-Broadway play Sophistry with Ethan Hawke, in which she had 2 lines. Around this time, she began studying at Professional Children's School, PCS, a private educational institution for aspiring child actors in Manhattan. At age 9, Johansson made her film debut as John Ritter's daughter in the fantasy comedy North, 1994. She says that when she was on the film set, she knew intuitively what to do. Johansson later played minor roles including as the daughter of Sean Connery and Kate Capshaw's characters in the mystery thriller Just Cause, 1995, and an art student in If Lucy Fell, 1996. Acting career. 1996 to 2002, early work. Johansson's first leading role was as Amanda, the younger sister of a pregnant teenager who runs away from her foster home in Manny and Low, 1996, alongside Alexa Palladino and her brother, Hunter. Her performance received positive reviews. One written for the San Francisco Chronicle noted, "The film grows on you largely because of the charm of Scarlett Johansson," while critic Mick LaSalle, writing for the same paper, commented on her peaceful aura and asserted, if she can get through puberty with that aura undisturbed, she could become an important actress. Johansson earned a nomination for the Independent Spirit Award for Best Lead Female for the role. After appearing in minor roles in Fall and Home Alone 3, both 1997, Johansson attracted wider attention for her performance in the film The Horse Whisperer, 1998, directed by Robert Redford. The drama film, based on the 1995 novel of the same name by Nicholas Evans, tells the story of a talented trainer with a gift for understanding horses, who is hired to help an injured teenager played by Johansson. She received an introducing credit on this film, although it was her 7th role. On Johansson's maturity, Redford described her as 13 going on 30. Todd McCarthy of Variety wrote that Johansson convincingly conveys the awkwardness of her age and the inner pain of a carefree girl suddenly laid low by horrible happenstance. For the film, she was nominated for the Chicago Film Critics Association Award for Most Promising Actress. She believed the film changed many things in her life, realizing that acting is the ability to manipulate one's emotions. On finding good roles as a teenager, Johansson said it was hard for her as adults wrote the scripts, and they portray kids like mall rats and not seriously. Kids and teenagers just aren't being portrayed with any real depth. Johansson later appeared in My Brother the Pig, 1999, and in the neo-noir, Coen Brothers film The Man Who Wasn't There, 2001. Her breakthrough came playing a cynical outcast in Terry Zwigoff's black comedy Ghost World, 2001, an adaptation of Daniel Clow's graphic novel of the same name. Johansson auditioned for the film via a tape from New York, and Zwigoff found her to be a unique, eccentric person and right for that part. The film premiered at the 2001 Seattle International Film Festival. It was a box office failure, but has since developed a cult status. Johansson was credited with sensitivity and talent that belie her age by an Austin Chronicle reviewer, and won a Toronto Film Critics Association Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance. She also starred in An American Rhapsody, based on the true story of the director, Eva Gardos, and released later in 2001. With David Arquette, Johansson appeared in the horror comedy Eight-Legged Freaks, 2002, about a collection of spiders that are exposed to toxic waste, causing them to grow to gigantic proportions and begin killing and harvesting. After graduating from Professional Children's School that year, she applied to New York University's Tisch School of the Arts. She decided to focus on her film career when she was turned down. 2003 to 2004, transition to adult roles. Johansson transitioned from teen to adult roles with 2 films in 2003, the romantic comedy drama Lost in Translation, and the drama Girl with a Pearl Earring. In the former, directed by Sofia Coppola, she played Charlotte, a listless and lonely young wife, opposite Bill Murray. Coppola had first noticed Johansson in Manny and Lo, and compared her to a young Lauren Bacall. She based the film's story on the relationship between Bacall and Humphrey Bogart in The Big Sleep, 1946. Johansson found the experience of working with a female director different, because of Coppola's ability to empathize with her. Lost in Translation received critical acclaim, and was a box office success, grossing $119 million worldwide against its $4 million budget. Roger Ebert was pleased with the film and described the lead actors' performances as wonderful, and Lisa Schwartzbaum of Entertainment Weekly wrote of Johansson's embracing, restful serenity. The New York Times praised Johansson, aged 17 at the time of filming, for playing an older character. In Peter Weber's Girl with a Pearl Earring, which is based on the novel of the same name by Tracy Chevalier, Johansson played Griet, a young 17th-century servant in the household of the Dutch painter Johannes Vermeer, played by Colin Firth. Weber interviewed 150 actors before casting Johansson. The actress found the character moving, but did not read the novel as she thought it was better to approach the story with a fresh start. She bleached her eyebrows in order to better resemble the subject of Vermeer's painting. Girl with a Pearl Earring garnered positive reviews and was profitable. Critic Owen Gleiberman remarked that Johansson gives a nearly silent performance, yet the interplay on her face of fear, ignorance, curiosity, and sex is intensely dramatic. Anthony Lane of The New Yorker believed that her presence had kept the film alive, writing, "She is often wordless and close to plain on screen, but wait for the ardor with which she can summon a close-up and bloom under its gaze. This is her film, not Vermeer's, all the way." She was nominated for the BAFTA Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role and Golden Globe Awards for Best Actress for both films, winning the former for Lost in Translation. Variety opined that Lost in Translation and Girl with a Pearl Earring established Johansson among the most versatile actresses of her generation. She had 5 releases in 2004, 3 of which, the teen heist film The Perfect Score, the drama A Love Song for Bobby Long, and the drama A Good Woman, were critical and commercial failures. Co-starring with John Travolta, Johansson played a discontented and suspicious teenager in A Love Song for Bobby Long, which is based on the novel Off Magazine Street by Ronald Everett Capps. David Rooney of Variety wrote that Johansson's and Travolta's performances rescued the film. She received a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Drama nomination for it. In her 4th release in 2004, the live-action animated comedy The SpongeBob SquarePants Movie, Johansson voiced Princess Mindy, the daughter of King Neptune. She agreed to the project because of her love of cartoons and the Ren and Stimpy show. The film was her most commercially successful release that year. She followed it with In Good Company, a comedy drama, in which her character complicates the life of her father when she dates his much younger boss. Reviews of the film were generally positive, describing it as witty and charming. Roger Ebert was impressed with Johansson's performance, writing that she continues to employ the gravitational pull of quiet fascination. She would then reprise her role in the video game adaptation of the film. 2005 to 2009, collaborations with Woody Allen. Johansson played Nola, an aspiring actress who begins an affair with a married man, played by Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, in Woody Allen's drama Match Point in 2005. After replacing Kate Winslet with Johansson for the role, Allen changed the character's nationality from British to American. An admirer of Allen's films, Johansson liked the idea of working with him, but felt nervous her first day on the set. The New York Times was impressed with the performances of Johansson and Rhys-Meyers, and Mick LaSalle stated that she is a powerhouse from the word go, with a performance that borders on astonishing. The film, a box office success, earned her nominations for the Golden Globe and the Chicago Film Critics Association Award for Best Supporting Actress. Also that year, Johansson underwent a tonsillectomy, after which she starred opposite Ewan McGregor in Michael Bay's science fiction film The Island in dual roles as Sarah Jordan and her clone, Jordan 2 Delta. The actress found her filming schedule exhausting. She had to shoot for 14 hours a day, and she hit her head and injured herself. The film received mixed reviews and grossed $163 million against a $126 million budget. Two of Johansson's films in 2006 explored the world of stage magicians, both opposite Hugh Jackman. Allen cast her opposite Jackman and himself in the film Scoop, 2006, in which she played a journalism student. The film was a modest worldwide box office success, but polarized critics. Ebert was critical of the film, but found Johansson lovely as always, and Mick LaSalle noted the freshness she brought to her part. She also appeared in Brian De Palma's The Black Dahlia, a film noir shot in Los Angeles and Bulgaria. Johansson later said she was a fan of De Palma, and had wanted to work with him on the film, but thought she was unsuitable for the part, and Bilson of the Daily Telegraph likewise found her miscast. However, CNN stated that she takes to the pulpy period atmosphere as if it were oxygen. Also in 2006, Johansson starred in the short film, When the Deal Goes Down, to accompany Bob Dylan's song When the Deal Goes Down, from the album Modern Times. Johansson had a supporting role of assistant and lover of Jackman's character, an aristocratic magician, in Christopher Nolan's mystery thriller The Prestige, 2006. Nolan thought Johansson possessed ambiguity and a shielded quality. She was fascinated with Nolan's directing methods and liked working with him. The film was a critical and box office success, recommended by the Los Angeles Times as an adult, provocative piece of work. Some critics were skeptical of her performance. Bilson again judged her miscast, and Dan Jolin of Empire criticized her English accent. Johansson's sole release of 2007 was the critically panned comedy drama The Nanny Diaries alongside Chris Evans and Laura Linney, in which she played a college graduate working as a nanny. Reviews of her performance were mixed. Variety wrote, "She essays an engaging heroine," and The New Yorker criticized her for looking merely confused while trying to give the material a plausible emotional center. In 2008, Johansson starred, alongside Natalie Portman and Eric Bana, in The Other Bull and Girl, which also earned mixed reviews. Promoting the film, Johansson and Portman appeared on the cover of W, discussing with the magazine the public's reception of them. Writing for Rolling Stone, Peter Travers criticized the film for moving in frustrating herks and jerks, but thought the duo were the only positive aspect of the production. Variety credited the cast as almost flawless, at the top of its game, citing Johansson's quieter Mary as the film's emotional center. In her third collaboration with Woody Allen, the romantic comedy drama Vicky Cristina Barcelona, 2008, which was filmed in Spain, Johansson played one of the love interests of Javier Bardem's character opposite Penelope Cruz. The film was one of Allen's most profitable and received favorable reviews. Todd McCarthy described Johansson as open and malleable compared to the other actors. She also played the femme fatale Silken Floss in The Spirit, based on the newspaper comic strip of the same name by Will Eisner. It received poor reviews from critics, who deemed it melodramatic, unoriginal, and sexist. Johansson's only role in 2009 was as Anna Marks, a yoga instructor, in the ensemble comedy drama He's Just Not That Into You, 2009. The film was released to tepid reviews, but was a box office success. 2010 to 2013, Marvel Cinematic Universe and stage work. Johansson had aspired to perform on Broadway since childhood. She made her debut in a 2010 revival of Arthur Miller's drama A View from the Bridge, set in the 1950s, in an Italian-American neighborhood in New York. It tells the tragic tale of Eddie, played by Liev Schreiber, who has an inappropriate love for his wife's orphaned niece, Catherine, played by Johansson. After some reservations about playing a teenage character, she agreed to the production when a friend convinced her to take the role. David Rooney was impressed with the play and Johansson in particular, describing her as the chief performer, and Ben Brantley of the New York Times wrote that she melts into her character so thoroughly that her nimbus of celebrity disappears. She won the Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Play. Some critics and Broadway actors criticized the award committee's decision to reward the work of mainstream Hollywood actors, including Johansson. The actress responded that she understood the frustration, but had worked hard for her accomplishments. Johansson played Black Widow in Jon Favreau's Iron Man 2, 2010, a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. Before she secured the role, she dyed her hair red to convince Favreau that she was right for the part, and undertook stunt and strength training to prepare for the role. Johansson said the character resonated with her, and she admired the superhero's human traits. The film earned $623.9 million against its $200 million budget, and received generally positive reviews from critics, although reviewers criticized how her character was written. Tim Robey of the Daily Telegraph and Matt Goldberg thought she had little to do but look attractive. Johansson played the role of Kelly, a zookeeper, in the 2011 family film We Bought a Zoo alongside Matt Damon. The film got mainly favorable reviews, and Bilson praised Johansson for bringing depth to a rather uninteresting character. Johansson earned a Teen Choice Award for Choice Movie Actress, Drama nomination for her performance.